Patreon. What's going on, everybody? Happy April. I hope everyone had a safe and blessed Easter, took care of yourselves, your family, your friends, your loved ones. I'm definitely feeling a little bit better. I appreciate all the messages, guys. I'm feeling more recharged, starting to feel more human, I guess you could say. And now we get back to the grind and we continue and carry on. So to start this month, obviously we're going to jump into more reactions tomorrow, but we got some Q&A to do. So here's your exclusive Patreon Q&A, unedited and raw, guys. Hopefully I don't get caught out here. So let's see what we got. First up, Ricardo Gomez. How was March overall? Got any big projects you're working on? Are you getting frustrated that Starset keeps twisting the endings on their music videos on you? Hey, I'll tell you what, man. March was a good month. March was actually probably one of my best months since I've been on YouTube. It was definitely up there in terms of growth. I don't know how many videos I did. I think it was like over 50. Counting YouTube videos and these Patreon videos. So yeah, I cranked out so many videos. I have worked even beyond how much I think I could work. The live streams were crazy. There were some great lives. I love that NF live. Yeah, it was a good month for me. And I'm really back right now into writing and creating mode. You asked if there's any big projects. I have a song that is one of my next big songs I've already done a music video for. I was going to release it next week, but now I think what I'm going to do is I might sit on it. I think I'm going to sit on it because I want to get more of this album done. And I want to plan and maybe do like 2 more videos. So I've got 3 music videos that I know are really good that'll be on deck and served up. So then I'll drop that big project to announce the album, which will hopefully be this summer. Then I will drop the next one once the album drops. Then I'll drop the 3rd one after things go. I've got a couple big features on the album. I've got some great ideas. I'm really excited about this one. We're doing some original production on this album too. Some really different types of sound and stuff. I've got one song I think nobody's going to expect, and what I did with my voice there. Yeah, I don't want to give too much away, but a lot to look forward to. Starset also, fuck you, Ricardo. I love you, Ricardo. And Starset just blows up my brain every time. They make amazing videos. It's like movies, man. It's so cool. I wish I had a budget like that because I would love to do videos like that. But, you know, the one thing you guys got to understand and appreciate is when you're listening to independent artists and they hold us to different levels, but we don't have the budgets that labels do. And even me, it's not like I have the budget that Dax has or that a Tom McDonald has. I have to work within the constraints of my budget. You know, you can make videos look awesome and have great ideas, but it costs money. When you don't have that much money, you have to kind of be more creative in how you do your videos and your things, and you can't always deliver on the big ideas that you have. I mean, you have to keep it in perspective of where you are as an independent artist when everything is funded on your own. I don't know. Maybe I'll keep doing more Patreon. You guys, if you keep supporting me and give me more money, then we can do bigger projects and music videos. But I appreciate you. Gerard Smith, do you have any plans to dive more into Eminem's previous albums, especially ones like Relapse, Recovery, and Encore? Your breakdowns are top notch. I know you have fun breaking down stuff from Relapse. Yes, 100%. We're going to dive backwards. We're going to do more Eminem's in the lives, obviously. I want to get into Recovery. I want to get into Encore, all those. 100%. They're in the plans, man. They're going to happen. Some of them will happen this month. Some will happen next month. Midwest Mayhem. I know Tech and Hop are on the list, but can we get some Jaron Benton? Jaron Benton. I've not heard Jaron Benton. Hey, listen, I always got to work through my guaranteed reactions first. So if anyone is watching this that's in the guaranteed tier and you want to put Jaron Benton up, then put it up. Aaron, who is your favorite nerdcore rapper? Would you ever do a nerd rap? I would love a Dungeons and Dragons rap. Wow. I don't think I could do a Dungeons and Dragons rap because I haven't really played Dungeons and Dragons. I mean, there's other stuff I could probably do. I could probably do like an anime rap because I do love anime. I've talked about this before. I really am passionate about anime. So, yeah, Rurouni Kenshin, that was my shit. Samurai Champloo. Gundam Wing. I'm going back. DBZ. Yeah, I could do something like that. In terms of my favorites, Nem Raps is good. I really love Nerd Out. I know them personally. We've hung out in Miami together. We've been out for drinks. We've just kicked it. We've had Chipotle together, of all things. I mean, they're a cool group of guys. They're a cool trio. Nem and Jack, especially Jack's kind of the mastermind behind it. Organizes a lot of stuff behind the scenes. He's a really good guy. Him and I talk a lot. We have a close relationship. So yeah, I like them. Lady Lisa, hey Knox, I have a few questions for you. Deep breath for Knox. Since you're doing the Harry Macomego bars, which is really dope, by the way. Which 3 words would you give Harry to rap over? I have a feeling you have some really hard ones to throw in. Really looking forward to see you and Harry in a freestyle together in some way. Yeah, I'm recording this right now. I don't know if it's going to happen because my schedule is just that insane. He invited me to go on happy hour, so I probably will be giving him words. But that happy hour is supposed to be this Friday. But because of scheduling, I don't know. I want to do it. I don't know if I'm going to get a chance. Hopefully I can make it happen, though. But for Harry, I don't know. I'd say like probably 3 of my harder words. Purple Unicorn, Expelliarmus, and Donald Trump. There we go. I think those would be fun. Have you ever considered to do a behind-the-scenes video to your music videos and maybe share with us on Patreon? I think it'd be a great idea to be on that journey. I mean, I have thought about doing more sort of Patreon exclusive content. I know I shared the behind-the-scenes photos with you guys. I'm going to start doing that more so. If I can get my hands on any behind-the-scenes footage, I will share that with you. That's a good recommendation. I'll definitely look into that because I think there is some from the last video. I'm also just going to do some more kind of in-the-life stuff, just talking about things, how I feel, or giving you a bit more insight into me and what goes on in my world. So yeah, I'm definitely looking and exploring how I can give you guys even more here on Patreon. If you had the chance to be on an ERB, which character person would you like to embody and which character person would you like to battle against? Oh, wow. Well, the character that I want to be has already been taken. I would have loved to have been Tolkien. I like to write. I'm working on a book myself. Yeah, I don't want to give too much away on that. Maybe one day we'll get more in that. I would love to be some type of famous historical author. I think I would love to shine from a literary perspective. And I didn't give you who. I don't know. I'd have to. Can I think about that further? Because there's already been some good authors taken. C.S. Lewis? I don't think C.S. Lewis has been done. Javier Estrada. Have you ever experienced writer's block? And if so, how do you deal with it? I don't know. I don't want to overthink it because I always feel like if I keep thinking about writer's block, maybe I'll jinx it and I'll fall into it. But normally, no, I don't. Like, if something's just not working, if I'm not feeling on, I'll just walk away from it. Just walk away. Just go do something else. And a lot of times I find like exercise or being active, just getting more oxygen to my brain, getting the endorphins flowing. That'll bring me back around and then I'll come back and I'll work. So yeah, if I'm struggling to get through something, normally I do pretty good. Like I can just keep pushing. Like at first I might be slow, but I just keep working on rhythms. I keep just, rapping to myself, keep trying new things and pushing and pushing and pushing. It might be slow and slow. And then eventually, boom, it just snaps. And you hit that moment where you kind of just fall into like this trance, this zone state of writing. So I think I'm always trying to push myself to get into the point of that zone. Sometimes it comes right away. Sometimes it takes a while to get to. And other times if I feel like I'm not getting there and I'm just not going to get it, just walk away from it. Just breathe. I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm so laid back. I don't overthink it. I just enjoy what I do. I'm passionate about it, and I let things happen that I don't know. I don't really have to deal with writer's block probably like other writers have to do. I do have to deal with speech block, though, because I can't talk again. Jameson Tanner, what advice would you say was the best advice you've ever gotten? What was the worst? Oh, my goodness. Best advice I've ever been given. I wouldn't say necessarily advice, just leading by example. I would say my grandfather leading by example, just kind of, he doesn't say a lot, but when he says something, you listen, you tune in. And I think that advice and what that taught me is that you don't always have to be the loudest person in the room. You don't always have to say things and look smart and look intelligent. Sometimes it's about just listening and what you don't say. And when you do speak, make sure it's valued and make people value it. Worst advice I've ever been given? I don't know, just any of the comments saying, oh, you need to change this about your raps or you need to change this about your cadence, because it's terrible advice. Sorry, I'm not listening to it. I've gotten where I've gotten to because I believe in myself and I follow my own heart, my own passions, and I'm my own worst critic. So I don't need anyone else to critique me when I overly critique myself, I would say. All right, Masha. You seem a bit more stressed in your vids since your Eminem's new B-side reactions. When you keep growing social media, how do you feel about it? Are you good? What about your family? They must miss you during the week. Masha, hey, thank you so much for looking out for me. I wouldn't say I've been stressed. I mean, there's definitely times when I'm tired because I'm just grinding. It is hard. It's hard working a full-time job. It's hard to have a family. It's hard to constantly crank out YouTube content on top of being an artist. I think that's the biggest thing that's so difficult is my life would probably be easier if I was just a reactor. or my life would probably be easier if I was just an artist. But I try to do both, and I try to do both at a high level, the highest level I possibly can. And that has its own challenges, and both of those could be full-time things. Never mention taking care of the family. So yeah, there's not really like free time for me anymore. There's not like playtime or hobby time. Hobby time is YouTube. Hobby time is music and getting back to work. Any free time goes to my family and trying to balance it. And yeah, I'm still learning. Some days are better than others in terms of handling the growth on social media. And yeah, Twitter, I fucking hate Twitter. Twitter is just a toxic place where they just want to eat your soul sometimes. I feel like Twitter can just really get to you because people can be so nasty on there. I'm learning TikTok people are pretty nasty too. Obviously, YouTube comments, I try not to let those get to me. But yeah, it's a negativity some days. Most days I deal with it pretty well. But some days, yeah, you just get like that one comment. It just gets under your skin and it stays in your mind. That's what's hard. I think that's what's hard, is that it's a blessing and a curse to grow, because then you're more in the public eye and everything you do gets put under a microscope and people get so judgmental with you. And it's so easy to just type things out. I'm just amazed at the things that people say on the internet that I would never say. And hey, going back to the advice that Jameson Tanner asked me, never say anything online that you wouldn't say in person to someone's face. That's the best advice, because there's so many things that people say that they would never say if we were in the same room. So I think the biggest thing is learning that there's this detachment, right? And I'll talk about this more maybe one day, doing something personal here on Patreon, but this detachment between not taking things personally, between just recognizing that this is happening to the artist and the brand that is Knox Hill, and not the person who I am when I go home, when I sit, when I play with my kids, when I'm a husband to my wife. Having sort of that separation, like not to take it as if they are attacking the person that I am, because they don't know me. They don't know anything about me truly, right? They just see this online figure and persona. So I think, yeah, but it's so easy to take comments and to apply them as if it's a direct attack on yourself and your character and who you are. So I think that's the most important thing, is sort of trying to keep those two things separate and having time for mindfulness. That's what I need to create more of and work on. Time to just kind of meditate and to balance and to put things in place and just to let things go. Yeah, it's not easy though. It's definitely a learning process the more and more that I grow, and I feel like I need to keep developing on that. Time, space. Is your studio at home or in a different location for the family? Just wondering if there ever be little girls running in video bombing you live one day. If one of your kids want to rap, how would you feel about that? No, the studio is in a different place in the home right now. When you see me filming here, I am filming at home. I don't know if you guys have caught some of the recent videos, but you'll hear my little daughters running around downstairs or my wife screaming at them. But no, those are in separate places right now. But hopefully I can try to construct something that I'm planning for and hoping to get to maybe by this winter. And I'll show you guys maybe the building process and how it comes on of trying to create a studio here closer to home so I don't have to travel for it. Do you want to have your own label with multiple artists on it, a la Dre, Eminem? If you become a big label, would you stay where you were at, or would you want to move someplace like NY? Nope. No thank you. I'm what was it? An ambivert, maybe? Sometimes I'm extroverted, sometimes I'm introverted. But in terms of being an artist, I don't really care to get famous and to walk down the street and have people know my name. I don't want to be that known. I'm happy being in a place where I'm not known for my music and just known for who I am as a person. I mean, obviously it'd be great to get to the point where financially I can provide for my family. Financially I can just make music all day and do reactions all day. That'd be amazing. To be able to take my craft and my passion and to make a living off of that and live comfortably, that'd be great. But I don't really want to have like millions. I don't want to have like a big label. I don't want to sign a bunch of people, have to worry about managing others. I can barely manage myself sometimes. You know what I mean? Like I would love to have this sustainability, but not to the level of like Eminem, where you need security to go around and you just don't have that privacy. I do really value that still. If you had unlimited funds, where's the location you want to film a music video at? Ooh, yeah, I'd really want to go like somewhere epic, like the Arctic, just total expanse of snow and nothingness and the cool blues and the aurora borealis behind you. That would be awesome. Potato Matoran. Thank you for featuring K-pop on your channel like BTS now because of the mic drop reaction. Will you do more BTS? Yes, I just did BTS. I did Cypher too. And there's definitely more to be planned. Also, can we get some August D? Yes, I see DeWichita, or how do you pronounce that? That's been suggested a lot. I'm trying to get to it. The thing is, I have someone here on Patreon who wants me to do G-Idol. That is going to happen hopefully this Monday. Finally going to do some G-Idol. But yeah, we'll get some more BTS in. Also, when is the new K-pop group going to debut? Here's a Korean heart for you, doing Korean heart. Thank you for the heart. I appreciate it. The Purple People Eaters, which is me and This Offends Me TV. We're going to move to Korea one day and form a very famous K-pop band. I'm not sure when that'll happen, but we'll probably just surprise everyone and take over the world with it. Thanks for your support as always. Shane Bell, can I order an autographed Knox Hill certified t-shirt? Love you, Knox. All right, I'll say this here on Patreon, and hopefully it doesn't become too overwhelming. So when I do my posters, I have the posters, right? I travel with my posters, so I can send them from wherever I am. I sign them, I send them to you guys. The shirts send from a different distributor. The shirts are sent from a warehouse in a factory that I found and I've sourced to make these. And obviously they take a percentage of the profits and everything. So the shirts come from a different place. So Shane, if you want one, then I know you support me a lot, man. I really appreciate it. Message me directly. And this goes for some of you other guys as well. What we would have to do is I'd have to order the shirt. So you PayPal me. I will ship the shirt to me. Once I get the shirt, I will sign the shirt. And then I will have to take it to the post office and ship it myself. So if you guys don't mind paying a little extra, pay for the shirt and that, and then also pay for me to ship it to you, we could do that to make it work if that's something that interests some of you guys. But otherwise, we have the signed posters, which are awesome. I can customize them for you and sign it to whatever you want me to sign it to. That's in the store, knoxhillmusic.com if you guys haven't checked that out. Eddie Brock's Venom. What are your top 5 TV shows or movies? Oh my goodness. Right. I can't say of all time. How about what I've been watching currently or what I've seen recently? Top 5. 1 is Inception. Brought that back. That was amazing. I love Christopher Nolan. He just makes amazing movies. Yeah, let's go on a Christopher Nolan train. Inception, Dunkirk, Dark Knight Rises. There's 3 of 5 right there. Absolutely just stunning. Stunning. Just how he can just make things feel so big and epic and just take you on a ride and just kind of never let go and just tell intricacies and have little side stories too. Man, he's a great writer and a great visual storyteller. I got 2 more. What am I watching right now? I'm watching Billions. Billions is fun. It gets kind of cheesy sometimes, but I really like whoever writes the dialogue from Billions. They come up with some really cool ways to structure and word things. Other times the wording can be cheesy, but yeah, there is some good dialogue writing to Billions. What else? Let's pull out a anime, Death Note. Death Note is still one of my all-time favorite anime series of all time. What a great series and great writing for that. Yeah, is that 5? We'll count that. We'll count that as 5 for right now. I like documentaries too. It just depends on the mood that I'm in. Like sometimes if I've had a really tough day mentally, I like to kind of watch something mindless and entertaining just to unwind. Other days, if I feel like I haven't really been challenged mentally, I like to watch something a little bit more stimulating. So I'll watch some documentaries. The Michael Jordan and the Chicago Bulls series, man, that was awesome. I'm getting ready to watch the Notorious B.I.G. series on Netflix. Yeah, I do like my documentaries as well. I love my nature series. Planet Earth. Can I put Planet Earth? I've gone past 5, but we'll put Planet Earth in the top 5. Planet Earth is a great series. Cindy W., what is your guilty pleasure song or artist that isn't within the hip-hop rap genre? Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift. I think Taylor Swift is a really talented writer. And yeah, she started country, but I love how she just has so many different styles. She's really talented as a singer, but it's her songwriting. She's good. She's really good, man. It gets stuck in your head. It's catchy. Definitely T Swizzle. Yeah. So is that all my questions? Hey, I think we're done. Listen, thank you so much for the support. As always, guys, wow, a 20-minute Q&A. If you guys are somehow here at the end of this and you stayed for it all, thank you. I love you. I'll catch you again soon. I'm out.